All right, guys, so before we get right into this episode, I just want to remind you that we are doing a September giveaway. Last one was fantastic. So what we're doing for the giveaway is we're going to be giving away one, not all of these, we're going to be giving away one really good Pete Alonso Topps Chrome card. All you have to do is hit the link in the description below. It's going to send you to Red Cape Sports, to our September giveaway. All you have to do is answer a couple questions. That'll help us create more content for you. Completely free. If you win, you win. We're going to announce it in early October.
Hello and welcome everyone back to yet another episode of Red Cape Sports. My name is Bird Bouchard, and this guy looks a lot like the villain from Despicable Me.
Dude, that's how you start off my introduction?
Yeah, it is.
Dude, you can't have friends if you do that.
You said I could do that.
Oh, man.
How do you
could have, called me a genius. Could have said, I'm a great sports card investor. I create amazing, stunning videos. Could have said one thing nice.
Anyways, guys, here at Red Cape Sports, we have a lot of sports cards, and this is a video that Mitch has been wanting to do for a long time, as you can tell. Because
how many cards did I bring?
Mitch brought 200 cards to show you all. And I'm like...
So I messaged Bird, I'm like, dude, Monday, we're going to be showing, our favorite cards. So Bird shows up, and he's got, 2 cards, and I brought, 280. So Bird's like, dude, you can't show, 200 cards. So we narrowed it down to just my Zions, so... No, we narrowed it down to just a few cards. So anyways, let's get right to it. These are going to be cards that we love that we're not looking to sell. So
minus one card.
Yeah, I might sell these. I mean, no, I have tons of those. But anyways, go ahead. Let's start.
All right. Let's start it off by giving a big shout out to the big guy, Frank Safu at FC House of Cards. Frank actually gave me this card for free, and I just want to give the background story. Brett Hauden last season, before we got Panarin and before we got the number 1 overall pick, and even basically before we got Capo. Brett Hauden was my favorite hockey player, Canadian. So he's my favorite player on my favorite team. So I went into Frank's store and he had this card, very, very cheap and very affordable. And there was 40 people in the store, it seems like, at least, because I got roasted.
Yeah, there was 12 people in the
Frank's
store.
Frank's sorry, your wife won't let you buy sports cards. So
Bird got roasted, so we were kind of grilling you on that for a bit.
Yeah, so Frank roasted me, and then no one bought the card because, again, it's Brett Hauden, and he really hasn't done anything. So out of the goodness of his heart, Frank gifted me this. And I know sometimes I'm not good to Frank.
Yeah, you're rude to Frank. I'd have a chat with Bird.
Yeah.
Bird, be nice to Frank.
I know. I got to be better to Frank. It's just
be nice to everybody.
I got to be nicer to
Frankie's mean to me, too.
So, with that being said, thank you so much, Frank. I truly appreciate it. And I hope that you still watch our videos. Because we like it.
Bird's leaving cards all over Frank's store and
oh my
making him. That's another story.
Oh, I know.
Bird. Anyways, okay, so that's a really good card. Frank, if you want, you can give me an autograph Lafreniere when it comes out, clear cut. So anyways, this is going to be a Kobe Bryant card. I believe it was about 3 to 4 months ago. I made a video on this, specifically my number 1 investment, which is still true now because the prices have dipped, in my opinion. But anyways, this is the Ultra Fleer rookie one. So there's so many different ones. I tend to lean towards the 1996 Topps rookie card. However, this one I love. That's a good looking card. We're gonna post it up here as well. But I just think that this is such a nice card. It's a nice pose. It's Kobe Bryant. It's a rookie. These, I believe in terms of pop report, they're pretty hard to find, especially in good condition. This is just a card that I was like, look, I'm going to invest in the 1996 cards. They're probably more sought after. This, I just love the aesthetics of the card. So that's going to be my first one.
Listen, you got double the amount of cards, so you're going to have to do 2 or 3 in a row.
Okay, so the next one, it's going to be the obvious card. Vince Carter, 1998 Topps Chrome. This is a PSA 9. Again, a great investment even now. The reason I like this card and why I don't want to get rid of this one is because I already have 3 others. 3 or 4 others. And again, it's got the nice Raptors jersey. He's got that cool dunk. And it's just a beautiful card. It's the exact same card as his regular Topps rookie. It's just chrome. but the chrome adds a lot to this card. It blends in a little bit more with the white. So again, this is a really cool card, and that stayed. Bird,
We'll see.
you're next.
We'll see, because those card stands, they scare me. All right, this card again. My cards, they
You
don't.
got a love letter on there?
No, it just says what I got
Mitch
it for,
is the greatest.
and what I'm planning to do and when I'm planning to sell it. But
Dude, that's
most
evil.
recently, I'm probably not planning to sell this. Anyway, this card is not going to hold much value. It is the oh my goodness. Yeah, so it's the 89 Donruss rated rookie of my all-time favorite baseball player, Ken Griffey Jr. And that's basically the reason why it's in here. He's my all-time favorite ball player. At one point, this was gifted to me. It was gifted to me by a really good guy, Todd Chiron, I believe, gifted this to me. And if he didn't, I'm sorry that I said he gifted this to me, but I'm pretty sure he gifted it to me. So Todd's a great guy. So yeah, shout out to you, Todd, and our favorite ball player of all time.
Todd never gave me a card.
You don't know Todd.
I know.
Also,
I know I do.
Interesting fact on Todd Chiron, really quick. He actually holds the Guinness World Record for attending the most baseball stadiums in the least amount of time.
Whoa.
He and his brother Brigham, they attended 30 different ball stadiums in 28 days. And to make matters even more impressive, his brother has severe anxiety. So before he goes anywhere, he needs like an hour of mental preparation.
Wow.
And he wrote a book on it too, called Major League Anxiety. And if we remember through editing, maybe we can post the link to that on eBay. Not to plug him too much, but it's a really, really fascinating book.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so let's jump into this big stack. Again, these are just Zions. I just want to kind of talk about the story. So I've already gone through those. I'm just going to go through my Zion cards. Sure. Zion and Matisse Thybulle, they are going to be my number one investment. And not just because I think that in terms of dollars, I think in terms of me for having any sort of passion for getting back into sports cards, this is what this is all about. Zion, Prism, and the hoops, which we'll get into. Again, Zion Williamson, super excited about. First time I ever saw Zion on TV. I was out at Mango's in the States, and I saw this guy on TV. He jumped from, the middle of the court, ran, and swiped the ball, threw it into the fifth row, and I'm like, who's that guy? And then a month later, I'm like, oh, this is probably a guy I should get, because me and Bird were getting back into cards. Long story short, Zion Williamson, I loved him since the moment I saw him. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I really do love Zion, and I'm not kidding. I own tons of these, and I'm not really looking to sell all of them. I have sold some, but not too many. So I've got one of each color. If anybody has seen the Golden Snitch, the certified 1 to 10, I'm gonna buy it if you're selling it. But anyways, I got the silver, the blue, the red. I love these cards. I'm probably gonna grade them, even if they don't get mint. Just want to protect all these cards long term.
Yep.
And then these are just some hoops. So I've got 3 at home that I'm actually keeping that are mint. I'm gonna grade them. They'll probably be a 9.5. These are ones I just want to show you because I did a video probably almost a year ago, and I was saying how I bought 40 Zions. These ones are all going to get sent in for grading.
Same kind?
Yeah, so actually 5 of these, so I'm going to grade them, and 5 of them are actually going to be mom's cards. So my mom gave $200 at the time to grade cards and just to get Zion, so I'm going to give her the best grades. So anyways, those are some Zions, and again, just very sentimental to me. So
cool.
I really love Zion.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. All right, I'm gonna stick with the theme of baseball. This is Wander Franco. This is his Bowman first card. This is one of the first cards that I was successfully able to identify him, buy him cheap, and then realize, oh my goodness, his card prices are worth a lot. This is a guy who I find myself often 2 a.m. YouTubing Wander Franco. He's got swag. He's got the mohawk, the blonde mohawk, and he's got the chains popping. Wander Franco is such a great player, and to me, this card is quite aesthetically pleasing. It's a home run trot because you're going to see a lot of these when Wander Franco takes over the MLB, and that's why it's in here. I might sell it one day, I'm sure, if the price is right, but the price is definitely not right yet because Wander Franco is going to be a stud.
So kind of the same thing. I think it's important to have cards that are going to be exciting for the future. For me, Adley Ruchman, very interesting card. I like this because I got it for so dang cheap, and I got several of them. But this one I'm keeping. So again, this is going to be the Bowman first.
Nice.
So a really cool card of an upcoming player who hasn't played yet, and it makes the future of sports card collecting and investing interesting to me. So that's going to be one of them. And again, that makes everything really fun, right? So
yeah. And I mean, it's weird because right there in that moment, I just thought of yet another card that I purchased quite cheaply for the future that I'm going to hold on to. And I don't have it here with me. It's at home. I should have brought it. But that was my Timo Werner 2018 World Cup Prism card.
Yeah.
That's a card that, and again, I hate Chelsea. I absolutely hate Chelsea. And he just got transferred there, but he's such a fun player to watch. This next part of the video is going to get quite sad, I guess. This is Oscar Taveras. For those of you who don't know, this man passed away. He was one of baseball's best prospects on my favorite St. Louis Cardinals team. And he passed away quite young. I believe he passed away less than 21 years of age. And I just want to read this really quick. So he claimed the 2011 Midwest League batting title with league's best average in 55 years. So at the time, 55 years is a long time, and he batted .386. So Oscar Taveras had so much talent, and this card was actually gifted to me by my friends Justin and Aaron Golab. Phenomenal baseball fans. Their only issue, the only thing I can spot out with them is they're dang Cub fans. They're Cub fans,
So I just want to show a couple more cards. This I'm just sending out for grading, but when I think of modern sports cards, specifically baseball, I think of the Pete Alonso Topps Chrome. I don't know about you, but there's so many that you and I have been getting. We've been talking about Pete Alonso in our first cards, so again, I have a 9.5 at home. I just didn't bring it because I didn't have a chance to pick it up again, but I just want to show that this is going to be a card that really represents modern sports cards to me. So I'm definitely gonna have to keep one of those. So
yeah, definitely a signature pose for Pete Alonso, and Topps Chrome is really important. This next card, this is another card gifted to me by Justin and Aaron Golab. This is the David Freese, my all-time favorite baseball moment. And I still remember I was watching this game at home with my mom, because it was the eve of my Sweet 16th birthday.
Isn't that what girls do? Sweet 16s?
I don't know. It's still called a Sweet 16, whether you're a boy or a girl.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's called your Sweet 16
There's a show
birthday
though.
party.
I thought it was like a Sweet 16, like a.
Yeah, and guys have that too.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. YouTube it. Anyway.
Yeah, but that's like having a bachelorette party.
The wonderful story. Okay, my favorite baseball moment of all time.
Sorry, I just didn't know you had a Sweet 16.
I didn't have a Sweet 16. it was just my 16th birthday, which is called your Sweet 16.
I thought it was like the Hot 16 or something. As a guy. I don't know.
Anyway, 16th birthday, 2011. My favorite baseball player at that time was Josh Hamilton, because he was a beast. But of course, he's playing, again, my St. Louis Cardinals. For those of you who don't know, the Cardinals were down to their last strike. I want to say it was either 7 or 11 times, one of those two numbers. Lance Berkman took a pitch that he probably shouldn't have taken, and then Alan Craig goes, and basically, the St. Louis Cardinals won 2 World Series games on my birthday, because by the time they won this game in extra innings, they called it Deep Freeze, because David Freese went deep for the walk-off home run, and then they end up playing again, but it was already past midnight. So technically, October 28, 2011, the St. Louis Cardinals won 2 baseball games on my birthday, and this is the exact moment of the walk-off from David Freese. This is a baseball player who's, this is 9 years ago now, but how can I ever forget the name David Freese? Because the Cardinals won 2 World Series games on my 16th birthday, and David Freese was literally the reason why. So it's my all-time favorite baseball moment.
Let me see that. Show it again.
It's a beautiful card, man.
That's very cool.
So this is the celebration. So they actually ripped off his jersey and sent it to Cooperstown. Just phenomenal. I mean, look up his stats during the 2011 World Series, and this guy could probably hit a popcorn seed if you were to throw it to him.
Holy crap!
He
like a
was
kernel.
Incredible.
Like a
yeah,
kernel.
like a kernel. He was David Freese was incredible. I think most recently he played with the Dodgers, but I mean he never necessarily had a good career.
Yeah.
But I'll always know David Freese.
Nice,
Always.
dude, amazing. So getting into it, this card, again, it's not the one that I'm gonna keep in my PC, but it's what I had here.
Who told you about that card?
I don't know. I think Benjamin Franklin was telling me about him or something. No, Bird was telling me to get Tatis Jr. and to get his chromes because at the time they were like $5 to $10. So yeah. I was getting them shipped to the studio here at my business for $10. And I was getting one every weekend. And I'm like, I was starting my business doing this. And I'm like, do I really need to get these cards? And, I'm like, man, I wasted all that time and effort buying these cards. And now if you look at what's going on, Tatis is going to be the LeBron James of basketball, of baseball. So, again, it's just a very interesting card, Tatis. And I'll keep going with some more. But anyways, yeah, Tatis Jr., congrats on that.
Also, really quick,
pick.
Be sure to stay tuned for our next video because we will be talking specifically about Tatis.
Yeah, we got so much to talk about Tatis. Again, a very cheap card. Pretty much none of these cards are really above like a couple $100. Yeah. But I love this card. It's from the Skybox. I bought some Skybox boxes, which I still have on the shelf there. But this is a really cool card. It's got Michael Jordan on the back too. We'll show another photo just so me and Bird can see anyways. But it's pretty cool. He's on production. This just really shows who Jordan is. It's got a cool, intricate pose. He's in the red. It's just so stylized. It feels so 90s. It's even got like the cool like film cameras. And it just shows how popular Jordan was at the time. And then again, I'll finish up with another basketball card. Still a great investment in my opinion. The 2003 City Heights LeBron James. This is a 2003 card. That's his rookie year. Yep. That's cool. I mean, you got the 3D. Yeah, you got like a 3D kind of appeal. This card specifically has got probably going to grade quite well. But anyways, a really cool card. I definitely have one graded in my collection at home. And I just think this is such a cool card. Like, if you're going to have a card, why not, I wish I had a Zion like that. That could like, I could see him dunking and
they definitely
dunking
don't
on
make
Luka.
Cards like that anymore. I mean, I'd buy him. Let's go with another aesthetically pleasing card of one of my current. I get it. I keep saying one of my current favorite baseball players, but there's just so many to love and choose from. But how can you not like Bo Bichette, right? I mean, obviously the guy's injured now, but I still think he had a wonderful start to the season, batting .361, a few stolen bases, a lot of RBIs, like I said he would have. And he's on Canada's team, right? He's Bo Bichette for crying out loud. But more importantly, this is the Topps living set. So I'm just gonna show Mitch, and maybe we'll put up the picture.
It looks like a picture of like your kid that you have in your wallet.
It's painted, which is like a beautiful reason why I love this card.
You see?
This is literal art that I was able to purchase off Topps.com. So that's probably why the centering's so good, right? Coming straight from Topps to me. I don't know. I think these are beautiful. I own so many of these sets from Topps Living. I think I have a Gleyber Torres, Miguel Andar, and some other players. So these cards are absolutely beautiful, and it's basically the same thing as the Topps Project 2020, where like you only have a limited time to buy them. Obviously, you can purchase them on eBay and everything like that afterwards, but again, that's just a beautiful, aesthetically pleasing card. It looks like somebody took a photo and then edited it, but somebody actually drew that, and that to me is just, that's art.
What I like about it reminds me of the Gretzky type of cheap cardboard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It seems like it's something that you need to protect. It feels vintage,
right.
A little nostalgic.
So I guess I'll go with this too, right? Because this is my Ronald Acuna.
Like, look at the
Heritage.
back. Show them the back. Like,
yeah.
We'll show a photo
so
too.
I'll show you guys the back, and it's got a Topps Heritage look.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's a modern day baseball card that can also attract, old time collectors.
We're old because when we were kids, that was the modern thing, right? So
yeah. So this next one, hashtag Acuna Matata, as we say. I got this card pretty dang cheap. Looks like I got it for $6.50.
Yeah, it looks like you lied.
Which no, I didn't lie.
I believe you.
And I know it's not going to grade well, and that's why I'm obviously going to keep it. But again, it is a rookie card, and it's a Topps Heritage. And Topps Heritage, I believe, is a set that's going to start doing really well because there's still a lot of people who don't like the prism, they don't like the flashy stuff, and they like the cardboard feel. So this is a pose, Ronald Acuna. This looks like high school orientation team photo taking picture.
Well, it looks like a college photo that you would
or
get
college
for baseball,
photo, or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
It's just him. It shows him in his element, and I like it a lot.
He looks vulnerable.
So,
it's very vulnerable in that photo.
Yeah. So again, I like it. It's unlike your modern day baseball card, but it is a modern day baseball player.
I like that. Nice. So I'll get into a couple. Speaking of Project 2020, these are the two that I'm keeping from Project 2020, and I got them specifically for my PC. So we got Jackie Robinson. This is the Mr. Cartoon one.
Yeah.
Well, I did pay for it, so like, I overpaid for this. But anyways, I got a Trout as well, and yeah, this is the Andrew Teal one. So very lovely cards. Again, gorgeous. They just look great. I believe there's another athlete recently that was bragging about how he had a Mr. Cartoon tattoo. But again, I like the red. I like that this one. I love the artistic side of these cards. Obviously, this is going to be an homage to his actual rookie card. For the Jackie Robinson,
one of my favorite cards.
Just amazing.
I mean, first off, Mr. Cartoon. This is a guy who does Jay-Z tattoos, who does Eminem, and I don't know the name on heart, but he's done a ton of people in the hip hop world. And then now he's doing Jackie Robinson, the great number 42. It's phenomenal.
Chadwick,
this is a
right?
beautiful card.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chadwick Boseman, Wakanda Forever, man. It's
great film too.
What a beautiful card.
This is centered quite nice too.
Yeah, that.
Should I grade those? That's almost the thing we should.
The resale value do much better graded. They really do, because they printed out so many of them. So, the centering issues.
Yeah,
because
these are centered pretty good. So, anyways, I only got a couple cards left. So,
all right, I'm gonna bring it off. All right, let's start with him. For those of you who don't know, I'm a big Buckeye fan. This is Dwayne Haskins. Look at that, shipped $1.19. I got this for.
Bird gets cards shipped for cheaper than stamps.
$1.19. Yeah, literally. So, I mean, this is Dwayne Haskins though, and I actually like this because he's not in a Redskins uniform. I'm a Buckeye fan, right? So I'm gonna like the Buckeye. And if you look, there you go again. I believe this guy's drawn. It at least to me, it looks like it's another drawn photo. It's aesthetically pleasing, right? You can tell he's in his Buckeye uniform. You got the rookie card logo smack dead in the middle. It does say rookie. And the borders on it. There's something about cards with clean borders.
Does it have stars on it? That's why that card's cool.
On his helmet?
Yeah, like on his helmet and stuff.
Well, yeah, those are Buckeye.
I kind of like the circle appeal. I thought
those
were little like stars around it. But...
No, those are for achievements.
Nice.
So for throwing a touchdown, for having a key block, things like that. Those are Buckeye leaves. They're not pot leaves, contrary to popular belief. Those are Buckeye leaves. And again, this is a card, like I said, I bought it for $1, and I think right now it's going for around like 15, but I'm not gonna sell that. It's just he's one of my favorite Buckeyes of all time, so I'm not gonna sell it. And I'm just gonna match it up because here's another Buckeye player. This is KJ Hill. He's a wide receiver. People always tell you don't invest in wide receivers. I don't have it written down what I got this card for, but I know it was part of a lot. So maybe I have it written down on another card in the lot. But this is a rookie prism sticker autograph, and as you can see there, I'll show Mitch too. Look at that.
That's really cool.
It's a nice prism hollow card. And KJ Hill actually has the most receptions in Buckeye history. So if you look at the history of the Ohio State Buckeyes and how successful they've been, this guy has the most receptions all time. And I just noticed something too, and potentially I could be wrong because this card is not numbered. It's not. But if you look here at his autograph, it says KJ Hill, and it looks like that's a 1, and then he underlined it. So could that potentially be the first autograph within the set? I don't know. It's likely that it's not, and maybe I'm just going too far thinking-wise, but it definitely looks like he purposely signed the card, took a little space, wrote a 1, and underlined the 1. I could be wrong.
It could be. Look at other ones and see if they're on there on eBay.
So again, likely won't sell this because, again, the resale value on wide receivers don't do well, but KJ Hill, he's a phenomenal athlete, and I think he's in a really, really, really good spot right now with the Superchargers.
Nice. Yeah, just show me your last card then.
All right, so my last card is a card that once belonged to Mitch, and now it belongs to me. Mitch purchased this card for $20. I have it written right here.
Dude, that's my best investment. I don't even own it.
$20. Yeah, but I was actually telling you to buy him even sooner.
Yeah, I did, and I gave it to you.
I was telling you to buy this guy's
raw
ungraded card.
Bird every day when the season was starting, he'd be like, "Man, I love Luka." Like he's like sending me these Facebook like things how much he loves Luka. I'm like, this dude is obsessed with Luka. So I bought him a card so he would stop talking about him. Then he talks about him even more. Then he bought a jersey. I'm like, Bird, you need to slow down on Luka. Like, you need to pay attention to your wife. You need to take care of things at home because all you think about is Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
So anyways, I went to a store, got 2 of them. Sold one way too early and then gave one, but I'm happy you have it.
It's a great Christmas present.
Luka's in the Bouchard family, so
yeah, Luka Doncic. I mean, watching it last night with the Go Labs. Obviously, Luka's now eliminated from playoffs, but it doesn't even matter. Oh, pardon me. Another reason why I like this card. Look at the pose of him shooting. This is signature Dirk Nowitzki, another Dallas Mavericks NBA. Hall of Famer, all-time great.
Because he was tall.
This is the fadeaway off one leg, and the pose. And I truthfully believe Panini chose this pose on purpose because of what it will represent. Look, that's got Dirk Nowitzki written all over it.
Oh, 100%.
If you can't see
100%.
that, I don't know. But to me, Luka Doncic, he had a hell of a playoff run. I don't know if I can sell this card because to me, he's 21 years young. And it's looking forward at what he can do in his career. He hasn't won a playoff series yet. He hasn't won an MVP. He hasn't led the league in scoring yet. And I mean, in the playoffs, he's putting up triple doubles left and right. So for me, it's still far too early to sell it. I might sell this card 15 years down the road, which would still suck. But for now, it's like at least I can watch Luka and have the card. Maybe once he retires.
That's a good-looking rookie card.
Right? You know what I mean? Maybe once he retires, then I'll go off and sell it. But for now, no, it's staying in the PC. So just nobody tell the wife how expensive that card is because she'll be awfully, awfully upset at me holding on to it.
Well, it's a good investment. So anyways, that's pretty much all I have for sports cards. But getting back on kind of what we were talking about, when we were kids, Bird and I for sure both had Pokemon cards.
I had Lugias, I had Mews and Mewtwo's, and I'm sure I had a Venusaur as well, and I have no idea where they are now, and that's my loss.
So anyways, one thing that I've been curious about and kind of, when you play the whole sports card investment game specifically, there's cards that you want to get for a couple of reasons. These cards hit a couple of them, but specifically the Charizard base card. So this card, it happened through trading and everything. Pretty much I got it for about $300 total. This card is mint. This card, when I grade, should get probably a 7 or better. Very good card. Even if it gets a little bit lower, it's already worth over $500. Charizard is going insane. So along with him in Venusaur base, good looking card. I've been getting these when I can. I'll message people when they're looking to sell and just make a bit of money. I'll take the chance because these are the Pokemon cards. If you don't know, in November, there's going to be another Voltage Pokemon set from the Sword and Shield. There have been 4 of those sets. Like, my point is, there's going to be a continuum of Pokemon cards, of modern cards, similar to these ones. These are going to become hot, but these are going to become the Babe Ruth cards of Pokemon. So, in my opinion, this is a really nice card, very hard to pull. This is from the Sword and Shield Darkness Ablaze set. This is going to be the VMAX Butterfree. So again, these are just some beautiful cards, specifically the secret rares. But anyways, I love these cards. I'm not going to sell these cards. Some of these I got into a trade. I'm willing to trade other ones eventually, but these I want to grade, keep long term. And the other part about it is, now if you're in a position, at least for me a little bit more, I can actually buy some cards that I used to have that I don't have anymore. And that's kind of nice to be able to do. Yeah. So maybe even when we were growing up, I wasn't able to get a Mario Lemieux rookie, which I wanted to get, but now I could buy one pretty easily. So, yeah. Does that make sense? So these cards mean a lot to me because I was able to recoup what I once had and also what I wasn't able to have at the time.
Yeah, and again, that's just a great way of getting back into sports cards. There's a few cards that I know for a fact I once had as a kid, and now that I, maybe selling off some other sports cards, then I'll recoup enough money to go off and buy them again. And for this time around, take good care of them and truly enjoy them. You know, for some people, they're just sitting on a card shelf and you don't enjoy them. But for me, they're in my office. So those are cards I literally see every day. But again, guys, we hope that you enjoyed these sports cards that mean a lot to us, that we're not necessarily, you know, banking on going up too much in value or just planning on selling, really. These are the cards that for us are the true reasons why we're also collectors, right? At the end of the day, obviously we like to flip and invest, but we're also collectors. I think it's really important to go back to the grassroots of that.
Yeah, for sure. Also, don't forget, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the like button. It's going to help us out with YouTube's algorithm. Also, we have a free Facebook group, so tell them about that, what they can do with that.
The free Facebook group is called Red Cape Sports. Same name as our YouTube channel. And it's on Facebook. Mitch will more than likely approve you. And basically, that's what it is. You know, if you have questions, comments, if you think something's cool or funny, we welcome and we encourage you to go on and post it. Today I saw this funny listing. This guy had a waterproof card he was trying to sell. Yeah, it was just a crappy card, and he dunked it in water and he advertised it as a waterproof card. Jeez. So I thought it was pretty funny, and you know, again, we're just trying to grow the community, and like I said, it's more so if you have questions.
Yeah, so far. Also, if you can take photos of your collection, I'm going to do it. Hopefully Bird will too. Put hashtag personal collection or hashtag PC, so then we know that you guys watch this video and you're showing off cards that you love. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have. We also want you guys to watch next week because we're going to have more content.